I think when anyone comes to Hawaii Island, they immediately feel a connection, a peace, a calming. Our large open rural landscape is definitely supportive of an agricultural community, the availability of land, our general lifestyle on Hawaii Island, and I think just folks' willingness to want to connect with land and feed themselves.
So for me, the future of farming on Hawaii Island looks like smaller, localized, family-based, Aina-based farms. And that the infrastructure is there, the support systems are there for them to thrive, for them to make this a way of life and not just a living, so that they can feed more than just their families, their neighbors, their communities, our islands, and that they really have that pride again, that they're contributing something so valuable to all of us.
And then this is the female flower, which becomes a fruit. I am Tom Menezes, longtime farmer here in Hawaii. And right now I have a Hawaiian Crown Plantation and Chocolate Factory here in Hilo. Originally we started with pineapple, so the company was Hawaiian Pineapple Company. Then I added bananas, cacao, and we started growing cacao to make chocolate. And so because of that, I decided we open up a retail shop in Hilo, and that's where we opened up the factory about 5 years ago. So we could do value-added cacao beans, so it's a tree-to-bar chocolate factory.
Yeah, I'm looking here because they got to pluck the bananas, the bunches.
Some of the other crops I grow too is, right now I've grown ginger root, kalo, guavas, pineapple, apple bananas, and now the crop that I'm really interested in is ulu. And I call that back to the future, because the Hawaiians used to eat a lot of ulu and sustain themselves when we didn't have Matson coming in and giving us food, so the Hawaiians produce their own food. So I like to see that happen. Yeah, the male ones will fall off eventually.
The concept of Mahi Ola really is to farm, to cultivate in order to thrive and live. And so those two pieces go hand in hand with our vision for Hawaii Island of not only cultivating an agricultural environment, but an environment in general that's healthy for all that live here.
So for the Kohala Center, we want to work, and we like to work with those who farm because they can't think of doing anything else but, right? They're nurtured by this land. They want their hands in our aina every day. And that their vision of their best life is to be able to do this as a way of life. And so we work with those who really want to do that in ways that are pono. And so for those farmers, those mahi'ai, we become part of their support system. We're part of their community of learning, their communities of practice. And so what we try to do is we bring tools, training resources, both Western and Hawaiian, so that they can really see their business thrive and become more viable. And in that way, their families are thriving, the soil, the seed, the land is thriving as well.
Again, with globalization, I think innovation is a key component. We constantly see market disruption to various commodities. We're seeing change of climate. We're seeing onslaught of invasive species. So our farmers have a big challenge of needing to always be innovative to, solve problems like even access to materials and supplies, being in a remote location. So when you meet a lot of our farmers, they have done a lot of innovation on their farms just trying to meet their own challenges.
I think more people are getting to realize that the farmer is very important in their life, because if they don't have ships coming in to deliver all the food, you better have a farmer friend or you're going to not be able to get fed. So good to know your farmers, and please support them, because that's where the community will be able to grow and sustain.